a guy today just in my clinic, he had an Achilles problem, and he was told, he's like, I just read there that I should be on my toes. Now this guy's overweight, right? But he went on his toes 3 weeks in a row. He's after tearing his Achilles slightly because I'm completely against people trying to improve their running stride by just saying be on your toes, do these things that you're meant to do. What you should do is get the building blocks that help you with that. So get the mobility, get the like stability and strength, work on the coordination with some drills, and then never ever try to improve your stride. If you have those building blocks, your subconscious and your body is so much more powerful to compute that than you to consciously think it. And a lot of people can, for runners, can get into trouble. So where if they do other sports, it's not like they have to think about their stride or think about injury. You're giving yourself these building blocks that, as you said, will help prevent injuries later and will probably allow you to run a lot smoother.
Oh wow. I wasn't expecting us to go down this path, but I'm
I
so
know,
happy.
sorry,
I'm
we had a
so
list of
no,
questions,
no,
but
no. I'm so happy that we did. Well, we're going to get back to all of your own running credentials, but since you brought it up, because I think it's so important, I see so many people, we all do, Instagram, Facebook, they have a following. They're runners. Maybe they're even run coaches. Maybe
yeah,
they're even a physical therapist, let's say. And I just see so many videos of people trying to correct people's quote
yeah,
unquote running form.
yeah,
How
joke.
all of a sudden heel striking is bad,
This
except
is the
that
thing.
virtually every marathoner in history who
Yeah.
was great, literally almost every one of them was a heel striker. And I just constantly try to people, hey, I've been around a lot longer. I'm
Yes.
61. I've been running for 30 plus years. We all learn how to run, right, Owen? We learned how to run. This has become your career. Not only is a great runner, and we're going to get into your running creds, but also you have your professional life and
Yeah.
how you can help runners. But we all learned how to run on a beach, on a farm, in our backyard, on concrete, wherever. And we fall and we get up and we keep going and then we run some more. And somehow our body and our brain learns the muscle recruitment pattern of how we're supposed to run for our frame, for our build. As we get taller, as we get bigger, maybe we get wider, our brain knows how to do this stuff. But yet, we've got all these people out there trying to tell us how we need to have more turnover and all this other stuff. And I'm just like, good Lord, this is not the way to improve as a runner. So I'm giving you the mic back, man, because
That's
this
so
is
well
your
said.
field.
That is so well said. As you said, like, and like that, you say if you had 55 years of learning how to run correctly, adjusting it, and then I'd say at 55 or 56, someone's giving you a YouTube video saying, oh, actually, no, this is the way you're doing it. It's like, no, your body has been working this out and tweaking it as you go. And if you give it the building blocks underneath, so it's not saying never try improve your stride, but it's like trust your body. And again, we didn't beam down here. You didn't beam down here 61 years ago. Your mother came from Cavan. You know, we're on this planet a lot longer than we were here. So evolution is working this out for us. That this is a fundamental skill. It wasn't like the cavemen and people running around were hoping that a guy with a YouTube video would help figure out how to run in, 10,000 plus years or whatever wherever we're on the planet for that. You just give yourself the building blocks. And again, I knew a guy, he was running when I was running at, say, European juniors. He came second in the Europeans, an Irish guy, which was nearly unheard of. But the guy who bet him was actually another Irish guy. And it was the first time he won and two in the Europeans underage ever. The guy who won was a natural, like on his toes, really beautiful stride. The guy who came second thought, well, I'll just do that. Okay. He got away with it for a while. He, as I said, he was silver medalist under 18. By 20, he was completely finished running. He had to do two major surgeries on both his Achilles because he thought he could do something that his body, there, like as you said, if you heel strike, there's a reason you're heel striking. Your body is saying, hey, you're not ready to go on your toes. We don't have the elasticity in our tendon. It doesn't mean, or you don't have the cadence yet. That doesn't mean you can't do things like do a little bit of barefoot running or do some strength work, or work on your mobility, or do some, like, if you look up a skip strides, or do strides after a long run, so you improve your cadence, but you leave it there. Because I have parents, I have people say, I want to improve my running stride. And I was like, yeah, no problem. But we'd never work on it. I never bring them out and go, run on your toes, or like hit this exact cadence for a minute. It's give yourself the building blocks, and I'm going to trust that evolution. And as you said, Ron, something I hadn't even thought about, of you have for me, 35 years, for you, say 60 years of learning how to walk and run since you were a baby, that perhaps it's working out a system that's more efficient than this 20-minute YouTube video where this guy is telling you to do something that, oh yeah, well, this is more efficient. And it's like, I've seen so much more problems doing that than solutions.
Yeah, I think. Oh, and so we're born with certain mechanics, right? Our bodies, right? So some people have a high
Yes.
arch, right? You have high arch. Guess what? You can't be a heel striker with a high arch. It's not going to happen. Your body won't allow it to happen. So
Yeah.
depending on our builds, whether we're a little more muscular, whether we're a little more lean, whether we have a high arch, whether we have flat feet, like all of these things play into how we actually run and how we learned how to run, whether it was the first time we got out of our crib and ran away from our mom or our
Yeah.
grandma or somebody, to the first time we're old enough to play some sports. And the thing is, if we're focusing on getting strong, right, building strength, running hills, doing the things that naturally make us strong as runners, and use our own tools that we have, like we're all born to run a certain way.